here with some lovely kitty.
Hello, everybody.
And our favorite dracologist.
Good evening.
Yes, there was some chat. There was some talk in the chat a little while ago about what the squirrels have been up to in the last little while. We are currently arranging our top predators, both mundane and fantastic, in some sort of order for a set of mass executions.
Ugh.
So the griffins will come before the evil dragons, and we still have to find a really good spot at the height of the show for the rednecks with shotguns that like to go out and just murder squirrels in mass. Because they don't realize that there are lots of bunnies around on the ground, and they should probably go after them first, rather than wreck the trees.
General, the squirrels are a good target for, say, 45 magnums.
All right, so we've got some fun today. The big thing in the news today is January the 21st, 2018, and it is thereby Squirrel Appreciation Day. Not like you guys haven't probably noticed from our screen here. All right. With thanks to the lovely Kitty for actually putting that together at last minute. Well, the effective last minute. All right. So who we got today? Too many accounts. Hello. Hello to the Opal Dragon. And Kevin. Outstanding. No, it wouldn't be a 350. It would be a 357. Thank you. Let's see. I was in the chat for a little bit there. All right. So, in other newsiness, Steve Shives, last I checked, was running a live stream about how we were living in a how we of the United States are living in a post-democracy. I laughed.
Really?
I laughed.
Well,
if you want to talk about a post-democracy, we can hand him over to the Kete. She can educate him all about it.
Oh, I really enjoy educating little Steve.
Stevie needs to be.
I will make his feminist wife look
interesting
after that.
I have no need to ask Australia about the rabbits. They have way too many as it is. I'd be willing to bet they'd even offer a bounty if I went down there strictly to hunt the damn things. Because yeah, bunnies are a popular thing there. Bunnies are a popular thing in North America, despite the fact that they are not actually native to North America, to my knowledge. Okay. Yeah, next to the cane toads.
Brazilian squirrels are fucking ugly.
Yeah, I know.
They are some gray skeleton-like shits.
That's because they don't have all the good food. That's because they don't have all the good food that exists here in North America. All right. You know what? Steve already blocked me on Twitter, and I don't care about the rest of it. That's right. I got a preemptive Twitter ban from Steve a couple of years back.
The highest type of Steve.
He used that block from
Randy Harper. Yeah, Randy Harper's Gamergate blockbot. Yay! Because of course he has absolutely no self-awareness. All right.
That would be a suicide thing.
Well, it is if you don't. It is if all you want to see is the echo chamber, and only part of that because a good chunk of the echo chamber was watching the Gamergate thing go down, and following some of the bigger names therein.
Actually, Stevie Boy haven't blocked me because I haven't been detected by his radar.
yeah.
Because you're a woman.
Well, that could actually, given the nature of the shives, that's entirely likely.
I think if I ever have to argue with him, I would told him that if he ever blocks me or do something similar, every argument he makes is null.
Yeah,
I win.
Yeah,
I win.
it makes his argument invalid.
Yeah.
Well,
Every
if you
argument you make is null. Every argument I make wins automatically. Because you can't push out of every
yeah,
time.
if you run away from the argument, obviously there's a reason you were running away from the argument. Don't actually care about Pierre the Chef though. So okay,
I actually posted the link in the chat for our Brazilian squirrel eating a banana.
Eating a banana. Oh God. Why?
And believe me, this is the cute version of our squirrel. They are usually very ugly. This one is actually cute.
All right. So how about we get down to the games? But before we get to the games, we must display this week's screenshots. We only have 3 this week. And unfortunately, there is pretty much nothing I can do about that. We have 3.
Fairly sure we uploaded a bunch.
Guilty for not playing anything.
Yeah. I was playing something this week and decided I was going to throw down. Of course, I can't give myself a key, but that's okay. That's been sorted already.
I give yourself a key. Since I decided that the screenshot was worth it.
All right, here is number 1. Now, this if you're going to get this joke in its entirety, this requires a tiny bit of setup.
Tiny.
Very tiny. In the early going in Tales of Berseria, you actually have to go hunt down with the expectation of actually killing a man called Dial, who has been turned into a lizard demon. He caught demon blight and turned into a walking, talking lizard man. Well, this here is actually from was from an expedition much later, and this is the recipe that they discovered: lizard tail steak.
A thick slice of tail meat cooked to perfection. Don't worry, it's not from anyone you know.
Which is specifically a reference to Dial. Okay, let's have screenshot number 2. Or yes, number 2. Number 2. I think for hugs, planetary hugs, this is indeed a little too close.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a gas giant or a star, but yeah.
It's a gas giant. The thing was that I made a custom level in this area, and basically they should be on the same orbit, but the opposing side of the sun. But somehow, for some reason, the 2 planets had orbited in different speed. So at this point, the gas giant caught up with my cyber bollocks in the space destroyer planet and gave it a nice little cuddle. It rubbed against it like a nice friendly cat.
At
first it was a little.
That falls into the category of the hashtag Me Too.
Yeah, no shit. I want to hug too. Okay. All right. And number 3. This is Car in Tree by Jibinyarth. Or actually, it looks like it might be a pickup truck. Yes, it's a pickup truck. I don't know how it got there.
I saw it in real life.
I don't know how. I can't be sure how it got quite that far into the tree, but okay, we'll go for that. It's not only inadvertently hilarious, but it shows it shows all sorts of clipping problems just getting it there. So,
well, hey.
You know what? Honestly, there is no way you would get a truck in there like that and it still be recognizable. So we're gonna call that Glitchville on top of everything else. So since we're going to read
So, in an alternative theory, the car was abandoned when the tree was still a seed, and then the tree grew around the car. But this is way Alex Jones level conspiracy.
I know, right? What's up with that? I'm thinking it'd actually be a bit rusted by then too.
This is number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2.
And number 3.
And number 3.
All right. So, let's make with the game, shall we, folks?
Yes, because we will not talk about the Women's March.
No. You mean the one? You mean the Women's March?
I already had my fun with screenshots. I already had.
Hey, may I?
I find it amusing that President Gigante actually sent an encouraging letter there.
Maybe, apparently, I can't. Hello, Floor. Is my mic off? I don't think it is. Good. Now.
What?
All right. Let's use Ethernet protocol. We're talking over each other too much. All right. So, the biggest bit of irony that I thought was hilarious is that the pink pussy hats from last year's Women's March were banned this time because transphobia. I found that hilarious. Of course, and then you were saying the Hungarian president decided he was going to send them a nice fruit basket or something, Dracologist?
No, President Gigante, also known as Trump.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, he actually... Yeah, I seem to recall seeing a tweet like that. He not only said, go for it, but... he was
very friendly.
He was openly encouraging it. There we go. I have not actually...
Yes.
Let me read what he said. Beautiful weather all over our great country, a perfect day for all women to march. Get out there now to celebrate the historic milestones and unprecedented economic success and wealth creation that has taken place over the last 12 months. Lowest female unemployment in 18 years by @Real Donald Trump.
Yeah. Hey,
at the moment of this historical reading, 119K likes and 51K reshares and 76K tweets replies.
All right.
Yeah.
and Vestalord has wandered into the chat. What's going on, man? Long time no visit. We should turn up more often, really. Okay. How about we get on with the game, shall we? I keep saying that, and we keep not doing it. So, let me just click up this magic button right here. And then we wait for a moment. Because this one actually does take a moment or so. This one takes a moment or so to do its thing. And wow. Squirrel Appreciation Day gets tuck over, or this is not working the way it's supposed to. You can go like that. Okay. And it looks like I did a thing here and got this thing out. I got this thing out of size. Somehow or another, I outsized this thing. There you go. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yes, Stories, the Path of Destinies.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Oh, this game is actually fairly. This game is actually halfway recent.
Yeah, that's not why I'm not saying that it's bad. I know it because it's bad. I'm saying it because it's interesting, even if it's the gameplay gets a little bit of how to say.
Well, let's form our opinions on the spot. Let's see if we can form our opinions in the moment here, because you may have played it, but I have not as yet.
I didn't play it. I don't have it. I just saw a walkthrough.
Oh well, I haven't. Nope,
that is not an illegal thing, as far as I know.
No, it's not. But let's at least give it a second here. I gotta. All right, so we go with the age of play thing. Story is the path of destinies. As you can see, I have no save games. But look, I was actually looking at the options earlier. We're going to turn this music down though.
What music? Oh yeah.
There is actually.
I can't hear a thing.
All right.
I'm suggesting that Westerlord needs an anime-related avatar.
We turn the vibration off because it's not going to help. All right, so we're all set now. Now, when I first fired this up last night to check and make sure it was even functional, it got the game itself was had an overdose of red to it. Change if you happen to get this the first time you run it up, before you've had a chance to change any of the settings, stick with it for a couple minutes, get it and go in and change your video settings in any way, shape, or form, and it's all good. It will actually fix itself.
Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages.
Attackment? What is attackment?
The Ravens had come to Ubar shouting for ancient books said to be of great power.
All right.
Sorry.
This particular controller does not have vibration.
The books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back.
Just for information, in the last time I have a friend stream, we accidentally made a absolute goof out of the stream.
Had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Because someone miswritten spam. It's written SOAM instead, like SOAM. And as soon as I've written down and asked what the hell is SOAM, everyone was using it.
All right. Anyway, yeah, it was actually talking there for a minute. Yeah, no, a good part of that is that I don't have the money for like a proper Xbox One controller for strictly for this purpose, and therefore I'm just kind of stuck. I've got an ancient wired 360 like controller.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. Sorry, kid. Renato told the kid. Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone. My mother died for this book. I promised her I'd protect you. Oh, damn it.
Fox and
the
rabbit.
kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Renato had to run after him.
Okay, so we are taking the role of Renardo, because taking the role of the kid would be... Oh, and it's Peter Rabbit, no less.
The two ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably
protect the kid at all costs.
Tiny brains. Hey, Renato said. They cocked their heads at him.
A good part of this game is actually about the narration, so we kind of want to give the narrator the floor.
For the Emperor!
Okay.
Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Not a lot of rushing going on here on the part of these ravens, though. This has got that Bastion look and feel to it, kind of almost. Just not building up. We're just not building the level. We're just not building our levels as we go. The levels are already set up.
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
I don't know how good. I don't know if you're that good. I don't think you're that good right
The
now.
narration happens when there is a text showing
When there is
up?
text on the screen.
Okay.
grab, throw. Okay, we can actually pick up our... Over the side, you. You too. I didn't have to murder them with my sword.
Right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke. Making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero's sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renata going to get a hero sword?
Down here.
Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a workshop, though.
Use the workbench.
You don't have a sword yet?
Well, no, I don't have a specific kind of sword. You know what? Honestly, if we're gonna... Hey, Jiba! Welcome aboard. We actually have one of your screenshots on board today.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna end up in the out for release, Scrub.
You know what? If I end up... You know what? The alt furry... If the furries want to come visit the streams, they're certainly welcome to do that. I don't know. I don't object in any way.
The out furry list is the furry haters, especially if they think that set furries are from the out furry.
A hero sword. QED.
Knowing some people from that type of community, I can fairly assure you there's not. They are politically generally very independent, I think. Or at least they hope so.
I have 2 friends on that list, and neither is connected with anything remotely outright.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made
Oh well.
them. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Did you just stab that thing?
You just stabbed the door, yes.
Okay, it's a new way of opening doors. I will
Well,
try
you know,
that.
if you got the right type of
He came
sword,
up
you
to
can
a
do it.
ledge. It was too far to jump.
Okay.
There'd been a
Some
bridge here before.
Some doors can be opened with swords.
Giggling.
It's a very fantasy
How'd
thing.
you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise ass kid. Hey, look out behind you. Cute, said Renato. Ah, ravens.
And actually, this color system works pretty well.
It was time to talk
I'm impressed.
to the kid.
It's a very Arkham Asylum, if I
Chased
recall.
the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it?
Sort of this timed counter
Maybe if he
nonsense.
meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
And this is actually just one out of a great many. I have a skill point.
It was starting to come back to him.
You know nothing, Arctic
completely
Fox.
Forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Can you jump there?
No, I can't jump here. It's too far, but I'm... There we go. I knew I'd figure out the right button eventually. Wow, I've been getting all kinds of messed up.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kessel run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush.
Oh yeah.
Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off.
Well,
No! Peter!
can you protect him?
But the kid ran for it. And a goggler nailed him with its eye beam.
Well, not really.
Well, that was quick. Kid's probably
It was
done.
unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes.
Oh, that's
Damn
not
it.
good.
Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Yes. Mr. Peter of Rabbit
What
is
was
now
the big
toast.
deal about this book anyway?
Well,
Maybe he
cup of
should
ash
open
more
it
likely.
and
He's a little
find
bit
out.
overdone on the.
Yeah. Well, at least we
All
got to
that
execute
had
him
been
on it.
years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven
Whatever floats your
scout ships
boat.
were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It called. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lupino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there.
Good.
Now it was time to choose. Lupino or the Sky Ripper.
Oh, I don't know. Oh. Well, what do you think, guys?
Well, I would have suggested the Sky Ripper. Sounds very effective.
Or there's a Lopin that.
I like the second one better.
So do I, really, but.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he somehow summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
All right, the savings should go on here in a moment. We're actually gonna have to bail out here because we need to get to the next game.
As he set foot in the island,
We're gonna quit these 2D desktops. All right, quit the desktop because go Frogman. All right. Which one of okay, let's go on here. All right. While that's doing its thing, let's see. What do we got? What else do we have here? That one won't take too. This one shouldn't be too terribly. All right. Let's see. Rock Paper Shotgun says that this game is Absu's awkward cousin. We'll have a look here. There we go. This is Innerspace. We can see what's new. Register the game. No, I'm just gonna play it.
Not to be confused with the old Windows in a game called Innerspace.
Oh, and freaking Hulk. What the hell is this shit? That just went straight to full screen.
Oh, can't have it.
Well, I don't
There was a game called. Yes.
Normally, I don't play at full screen mode because it blocks my ability to see other things if I need to.
I'll let you know if there's something important.
There was a how to say? There was an old Windows game called Innerspace. I think it was 98.
We'll worry about
you.
Let's worry about that. Let's worry about it later, dude.
Well, fair enough. All I'm saying, it had teddy bear shaped starships.
Yeah, I remember that part.
I'm revoking Vestal Skeptic's card.
You do realize he's yanking your chain, right?
Oppo is a psychic. Oh god, now I'm scared.
Really? Cool.
There we go. Yes, we will keep the changes. One moment, please. I'm having a small technical issue over here. All right, back to business. So I had to deal with a small technical issue. Yes, we'll start the new adventure because that's all we can do. I have not yet played this.
Is he talking?
What? Who?
The game.
No, it's not speaking. I don't know if it does speak. Well,
no, it speaks with typewriters sound effects.
Well, as any energy source will tell you, eventually it's going to run out.
Yeah. Infinite energy sources are too convenient.
Oh, the word ended.
So what are we doing? No. We just had a mild technical issue over here. Ended Secrets Await. Apparently we dropped almost 1,000 frames at some point. Ooh.
Look, we're doing DOS interface. Aren't we quirky?
Really? Relic detector enabled. It's booting up, and we're gonna go wander around.
Relics are the key to the universe's history. Oh.
Roll pitch. You should have some yaw here. We're good.
Why does it look like a shooter game?
It doesn't. It's more of like a flying exploration game.
Throttle up or down. Nope.
Jiba, that was mean.
What was mean?
You can wake up. Jiba said that you can wake up anyone up using ice water.
He's right.
Unless the guy's dead.
He got you there, I think.
An autonomous flying machine. Alright.
So we have the archaeologist instead of the architect?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cartographer. Let's get to work.
Let's do it.
Plug it in.
You're not alone, Kitty.
Plug the damn thing in and let's go.
What did I do?
What?
What did I do?
You did nothing. You said you want pizza. I said I want two some.
I want pizza, it's real.
Yeah, I want some pizza too.
Well, if I could, I would send you some, but it's kind of difficult. You live in the wrong place?
Mm. Don't worry about it.
Hi. Back. Wow. It's a battery, dude. Seriously. Yes, that's why it's called a battery. You know what? I think they're actually more concerned about crop duster supreme than they are actual like air. This is actually going to require some semi-careful flying. I'm impressed. This would be way better. You know what? This would be way better with a flight stick. I would really love it if I had a flight stick for this.
A flying stick?
A flight stick, yeah. Get a proper flight stick. We'd actually do really. This game would be really well. Would be really good. We get to collect wind. Does that mean that we are? Does that mean we have to gather farts? Because you knew that joke.
Not every wind is a. Not every wind is a fart, but oh well.
Oh, okay.
Some winds are just winds.
Right. Some winds are in fact just wind. Okay. You're gonna go ahead and clear that out. That's actually not terrible. I think this game would work better with a flight stick, but if you're used to the, it would take a little getting used to in my case. But I would, you know what? Actually, I would love to have a flight stick like that. I've been really wanting to get back into the Wing Commander series, and I just have not been able to. Because the last time I played any of the Wing Commander games, it was with an actual flight stick. Drives me nuts every time.
Last time I used a flight stick, I used it in Earth Siege 2.
All right.
Which is a little bit ironic.
A little bit ironic? Yeah, just a bit.
You're familiar with the series?
What? Sorry,
Earth Siege.
Earth Siege. Yes, I've actually played that game.
Sweet.
It's been a long time, but I have in fact done that. So, how about we do something? How about we get a little more light, and see what I meant by steampunk, because I'm pretty sure it's in there.
Let's steam it up, Steamy.
All right, looks like we're back. Looks like we're back in business. All right.
Oh, someone is being cheeky. It's a retro game. What do you get?
Wow, that is really friggin' loud. I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened to XSplit. It's trying to. The game absolutely is at this point demanding exclusivity in full screen, and it's really not helping. And XSplit hates it when it does that.
That sucks.
All right, so it's left shift, right shift, space, and the down arrow. nice steampunk thing to it here.
Pinball.
Well, you wouldn't expect much different, would you?
Well, what I expected is a pinball game to look like Balls of Steel.
It's a steampunk pinball game.
Balls of Steel had Duke Nukem in it.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get out of this particular level, so. And no, we're not going to score very high here. Really, what we wanted to do is have a look at it. I actually like this soundtrack, believe it or not. Or at least what we've got going on right here.
Very caught Plinkingtons on the music.
Actually, it was the guy that did the music was called Steve McRae.
Our Steve McRae.
I don't know, and I don't think I want to. As soon as I run out of these little devices here, we're going to move on to our next abomination.
Pardon me.
Really, it's just a pinball game. It's not anything.
Yes.
It works well enough for what it is. Even though it's low scoring based on on every pinball game I've ever played, and I've had pinball games running around for I don't even know. I've been playing pinball games nearly as long as I've been alive.
Late 70s or early 80s, something like that.
Pinball games have been around since the mid 60s.
No, I played for the first time.
Pinball games.
And which one?
Freaking ever.
I don't remember. I used to work.
Now I'm out of balls. Hi.
For my classmates, I would research for my classmates and sell the research to them, and then get money to go to the arcade.
But
I do like that the hole where the ball goes down is a little fizzy meat mincer, or what do you call it? Little shredder.
Little shredder thingy, yeah. No, I thought it was spotted, and it was spotted. I looked at it and said, "No, do I really wanna?" And much as that would be cool, I'm not sure how well the audience would take to it. As pinball is pinball is pinball. It's been around since who the hell knows when. But apparently it went pretty. Apparently it went pretty well. So.
I don't know, Opal. It doesn't look like entirely a flip.
It's called. I put the link up there. It's called Super Steampunk Pinball 2D. They put Super
name.
and Steampunk to make people think it's a new thing.
All right. How about we do air? Here's the store page for you.
What?
I think.
I put the link to the store page twice, sir.
Okay, so we actually have that one there.
Yes.
All right. And kill that now. Go
what
back
is the next abomination?
The next abomination is voting. We're going to vote now.
Oh, it's voting time.
It's voting time. It is voting time,
Where
folks.
are the drums rolling?
I don't know where the drum rolls are. But we're going to... All right. Number 1, lizard tail steak. Don't worry, it's not for anyone you know. Okay. Number 2, little too huggy there.
I can't see them on the screen, sir.
We can't see them on the screen? Well, we can't have that.
No. You have to do it again.
All right. Number 1,
okay,
lizard tail steak. Don't worry, it's not from anyone you know. Number 2, A little close on the hugs
Number
there,
2.
folks.
Yeah, planetary hugs are kind of, yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with
Bit too
Number
close for
3.
comfort.
Brown Dwarf versus
Number
Cybertron.
3.
And number 3, truck in a tree. No idea how I got there. I don't even enter most of the time.
This is the first time that he entered as himself and not myself.
Actually, it's not true. I did enter one time, and I entered one time and I lost. Way back in the beginning, I lost.
What to vote? What to vote?
Now that too proves to be the question. They are again numbered 1, 2, and 3. I will now remove that so that you guys can all vote as you see fit. I will be back momentarily.
Okay.
But in the meantime, let me go grab my clips thing here. I can get a. I'm just gonna real quick grab you guys something to listen to while the voting occurs. And
internet is for porn again.
No, not the internet. The internet is not for porn this time. The internet is actually for humor. We're going to do.
2 votes for 3.
Oh, I don't need to know until I get back.
I'm a big fan of musical parodies if they're done well, and I just got Twitch, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's very well done, so I'll description below, but yeah.
Lord of Dankness, my old friend. Normies oppressing us.
I think Jigba is going to win this round.
Watching commies flee on live streaming. Farming keks with all this dank memeing. Fight the brainwashing that was planted a while in Yale. Fucking white male. Fighting for social justice. In Linda's dreams I'd be a cuck, but I've no time for peaceful trucks. Swimming through their sea of Marxist tears, allied with my fellow red-pilled peers. When my rage was stoked by the blur of an airborne wreck, baseman with stick, resist the cult of commies. And in the Berkeley streets I saw 1,000 retards made me more. People shouting Nazi at centrists, pissed off hysterical mass Bolshevists. People crying racist, that shit we never said. And then they fled, disturbed by sense and logic. Privilege, oh you spoiled brat. Your bourgeois cult needs chemostat. Your gender studies teachers mislead you. Nurture violence against homo Jews. And it's you who claim we're Hitler's fans. It's time to face the mirror. Righteous people rose and read that verdict God that they decreed. Kekistani so merry though gay, proudly sing their anthem Shady Lane. And the Poles said that demon Hillary wouldn't ever have to take her loss. Can't stop the Trump. So much for social justice.
I think that happens a lot on Angel. I think you are secretly sexist, and you probably won't put this in the video, but...
Well, no, I
mean,
mean, I would... And we're back. How are we going for...
Okay, one vote for screenshot number 1, 1 vote for screenshot number 2, and 2 votes for number 3.
Oh, I suppose that's the best we're going to get today. Give me just a minute here, and I will get Jiba all hooked up.
Another vote for number 3.
All right, that takes care of that. Hopefully everybody liked the tune today.
Oh, and another vote for number 3.
Because too many accounts told me to vote for 3. Not that it would have mattered at this point.
And Pastor Lord voted 3 too.
I do have to ask, how does Croc picks out the screenshots they want is going to be presented?
I take one for. I look over the ones that have been submitted. The ones that look cool or are funny or something. They all get put. They get put in a little bin, and I make sure I pick one. I only pick one for each. See, here's the thing. And then I put them up for a public vote. You get selected if you do something that's like if you get something that's really cool, or you work out a or a glitch or something that's actually just kind of fun overall. Putting up a picture of a victory dance doesn't work.
You are showing your...
Yes, I know. I'm shutting it off now. What? I should... Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? That's not right. That can't...
Oh, Jiba says that he's on the phone at the moment, that he doesn't think he can redeem the key at the moment.
I know what's going on. Never mind. That's got to go away. Remove. That was the thing for the screenshots. Okay. Let me grab...
Croc doesn't have dating sims. It's a lie.
What?
I don't believe you.
But I can give you a cat dating sim if you wish.
No, I don't. Please, if I ever win in this contest again, please give me something to choose from. Okay? Please.
No choosing.
Well, nobody else gets to pick either.
Bugger it then. I don't like to do the surprises.
Oh, Jiva's probably... I would give Jiva that one, but he's probably already got it. Let me see. Let's see. What do I like?
But pretty screenshots get a chance. Who said they don't? Pretty cool, interesting, weird, or
whatever. It's just
or a bug.
Yeah, beauty. I'm not a big fan of just beauty shots or just generic beauty shots. They tend to get a little. It tends to get a little thin. If that makes any sense to anyone. All right. Let's see. I know I've got some more down here.
That one with the car stuck on a tree was really great, Jibba.
I liked that was the thing. I liked that one. I have no idea what these are now. I'm way down into, well, there's a thing here. I don't know what it is, but it's here. It looks like this one came out of a bundle that I've got parts of. All right, let me just grab this here real quick. And that's not what I need either. I will send you one in private message there, G-Buzz. See, the problem with giving people choices with some of these things is that I don't necessarily know what they are. Alright, where did the Jiba go? Now, I have no earthly idea what this is, Jiba. It might be good, it might be bad. There is no information on it whatsoever.
So what's next on our menu?
We have just 2 games left now.
Yes, I know which ones.
But that's going to prove to be the question. Which one are we doing next?
Alphabetical order.
This one?
The letter S comes before the letter T.
No.
Last time I checked.
Except that even Steam doesn't work off of the word the.
Oh. Then the letter L comes first.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to pick one of them regardless. I may actually just flip coins. All I do is smack a truck at high speed and somehow it flew into that tree. Well, you know what? That was a really good screenshot. Because the impression I got was that it didn't that didn't work very well. Something wasn't quite right. And the idea of putting a truck in the tree was actually hilarious to begin with, so. All right. I need to get on to the next game and I will wait for Chiba to put that information in the chat eventually.
Okay. Moving on.
Now, our next victim is actually quite a bit older than one would think. This was actually originally a PlayStation 2 game. For many moons ago, the original PlayStation 2 game is now some 15 years old. It was recently re-released on Steam, and I was sent a key because reasons. All right. I give you Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Yes, it looks like it's from 2003, and that's because it is.
It's a PS2 game, isn't it?
Yeah, it was originally a PlayStation 2 game released back in 2003 by THQ Nordic. They went to Eurocom to have it rebuilt for PCs, and it was released actually just the last couple of weeks. Actually, I think it was actually just released last week. All right, so is an original third-person action adventure inspired by the mythology of ancient Egypt, traveling the world via magical portals to foil the evil plans of Set. Well, okay, I don't know how much we're going to get into that, but it's $15 brand spanking new on Steam, and if it appeared on the PlayStation Network, it would probably be about the same price. So we're going to go with that. If you want older games, I may actually have to break out the original Elite someday. Whoa, loud. Look at the options anyway. Sound settings. Music way down. Regular sounds, the reverb can stay. Alright, option. Screen settings. 64 degrees. Let's go with 74 because I happen to like that a little better. I can go with all that. P-Sync is on. Yes, that would be the correct one. Resolution borderless. I did not do the thing. I have to restart the game to make it all work. So Oh,
Okay.
Grandia 2 was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Oh, well, again, apparently it's full screen only. So that's not actually what I call good. Windowed. There we go. There is a windowed mode.
Oh.
That's even better. And the prize is... Is it restarting or is it just staying here? What's it doing? Optica.
Optica?
Ooh. I don't remember that game, actually. I know I have a copy of it.
Hmm?
Load game. Nope. I only get 3 slots anyway.
Oh, it's light physics.
Oh, that was
game.
actually very tasty. All right, let's have a look at the game itself, because I still want to get to our last game, the Low Road, later in a little bit here. I'm trying not to go too far over to 2 hours. We need to be prepared. Prepared how? The most worthy apprentices. So we got one guy here that looks like Thoth, and the other guy that, well, yeah, he's barefoot.
They look weird.
Well, it's because from 2003, it wasn't exactly. That's Thoth, or most likely to be. The other one would be Anubis, I think. No, he's not. There's not actually speech. No.
Oh, great.
Hey, Zaxter! Welcome to the stream, man. Now's the time to stand down if you want to. And we didn't actually get a choice. Oh, I've got a tail that swings around. That's even better.
Hi, Zax!
Dexter, welcome to the stream, man. I did play Optica many moons ago. I thought it actually quite tasty at the time. This port's actually looking pretty good. We are, as far as I can tell, I'm still breathing. Piercing fiery ray. Well, that's good. Okay. Come on, you old ape. Go on. Alright. Here we are. We are what looks like the Monkey King. Or lion thing, whatever. Okay, probably should get around to inverting that eventually. Oh, nope. All right. Also, at the end of the month, at the end of this month, we will be doing a patrons only stream. Those of you who are who have gotten who are working on, or who are those of you who are supporting the channel on Maker Support will get a will be getting a notification in the special place. Oh, we're the Sphinx. Okay. How about I die?
Lava.
I'll just die instead. That'll be great.
You died by lava. Sure, it's a painful death. Ugh.
So there is the special place that you will be notified when these things happen. But that is expected to be happening at the end of the month. Wow, that was really freaking clever. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this rock though. Ah, the coconuts. All right, there is another way up here. I think the method I need to use. Oh, we can pick up more rocks. The rock respawned. Oh, no more coconuts. Not far enough. No, I'm not talking about Bloodhound Gang tunes, thanks. No. That was me losing the plot. Nope, there will be a notification before the patron stream goes out. You will find it on Maker Support. Ooh, life things. Well, that was painful. Alright, so how am I supposed to do this? Oh, that's how. I see it. I got it. Oh! Our Sphinxy guy can Lara Croft himself. I'm scrawny, apparently. Okay. Alright. It's gonna do the thing, of course. Rock. Tree. Disaster Snake is disastrous. I am avoiding that thing at all costs. There's another coconut, because I don't actually have a way to kill anything. Oh, we actually do have a throw command. Right, the other tree. Right, there's not another tree down here that we can assault. Does that one have a coconut in it? No. Oh, it looks like he's going to have to make do with just a couple like Get off of there, you.
Oh, a lava monster. Step on my tongue. Ugh.
Outstanding. Do I actually have control of this here somehow? In the wall. Into the wall. Alright. Means I have to go back. I have to deal with the lava again. Okay, guys. You know what? I'm killing it. That's quite enough of that. I've got enough. My frustration tolerance is getting up there now. Well, you know what? I don't know of anybody that's quite that thick-headed. Not even Kent Hovind is quite thick-headed enough to not die immediately with boiling with lava poured on him, or hitting a lava flow face first. Okay, you know what, Nim? I have to give you that. Most of the true flat earthers probably would. They probably would survive, at least for a little while. Well, at least a couple of minutes. All right, and we have one more game today. Please be aware this is one of those quicky, clicky adventure humory games. Not apparently, from the looks of things, not unlike critters like Monkey Island and other similar stuff, just not quite as ridiculous. We'll see how that goes. We don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but we're going to find out. And here we go. Here's the store page for you. The Low Road. This was released in July. I got my copy of it a while back. It's actually long past time we took care of it. And of course, the standard Unity. Yes, these adventure games are actually. I actually have a lot of fun with adventure games, even when their logic works. So. Chapter 1, it's a photocopier from the day. Photocopiers look like that for a long time. Let's get this down just a little bit more, I think. That should do it. Penderbrook Mortars Headquarters, Department of Outside Intelligence. Oh, geez. August the 17th, 1976.
I wish somebody had told me on my first day. Being a spy is nothing like you see on TV. Showdowns in exotic locales, death-defying car chases, seemingly limitless food and beverage per diems.
That's never gonna happen.
Those days are over. What we deal with is the collection and manipulation of information, plain and simple. And thanks to the wonders of telephone
Nice
communication,
poster.
we don't even have to leave our desks anymore.
Ooh.
Is it fun? Not really. Does it pay well? Well, that depends on how long you've been here. But listen, if you keep your head down and do what's asked of you, 15, 20 years down the line, you could have a nice-looking corner office just like this one. Heated underground parking, too.
Ooh.
Not too shabby, is it?
I'd actually kind of like to do field work. How about,
When I signed up here, I was kind of hoping to do work in the field.
Of course you were. Take it from someone who spent their entire 20s having the wind blow through their hair. Sooner or later, we all have to settle down and manage expectations. Better to do that now and get a head start on everybody else.
Fair enough.
What's your name again?
Newbie. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Kovacs. Numi Kovacs.
Cute. But try to knock that
Kovac,
fantasy
that's
nonsense out
that's
of
a
your
Hungarian
head.
name.
We're doing serious work here.
I'm not. If I'm not
Since it's
mistaken,
your first
it,
day, let's see what they taught you in the academy.
I'm
the
not.
woman we're about to call
It's-
is Lacey Mendoza. She's a production manager at
I think
our
it might
latest
actually be a
competitor,
Hungarian.
Rev
But I think the game might have
Our
been
top
made in
engineer,
Hungary.
a fellow by the name
I'm
of
not sure yet.
Sebastian
Really?
Cartwright, was working on a top secret project when he was abducted along with his plans.
Well, somebody
We're
abducted
beginning
his
to
plans.
think that Cartwright might be involved in whatever they're doing over there at Rev, and possibly against his will. There's 3 things I'm going to need you to find out. 1, where this test facility is located. 2, what's the easiest point of entry. And 3, whether or not they have Sebastian. I pulled all the information I could on Lacey and compiled it in this scrapbook. It's not much, but it might help you gild the lily. Any questions?
Tell me more about Sebastian.
Brilliant engineer, bit of an eccentric, has a Jones for clean energy, whatever that is.
What's Rev Inc?
No idea. There's nothing on the books to prove it exists. My guess is that it's just a front for one of the big boys.
How do I use the scrapbook?
It's a scrapbook. You turn the pages with your hands and look through it with your eyes. Then your eyes take what they see to your brain, and your brain uses that to come up with ideas. Though
Oh,
maybe not in your case.
oh, ow, wow. Any
Any
advice?
advice?
Get her to trust you. Pretend to be someone from her past. Someone she cares for, but hasn't kept in touch with. Old classmate, former co-worker, that sort of thing. Whatever you do, don't pretend to be a loan manager. You won't make it past hello.
Enough talk. Let's call her up.
This is an important mission, so make it count.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking?
Let's see. What do we got? Nope, don't want to do that.
Guess who?
You'll have to forgive me. I'm having some trouble placing you. We haven't heard from outsiders in quite some time.
Only the best roommate you've ever had.
Clara? You sound really different.
Puberty.
I would have assumed you hit puberty by the time we became roommates in our early 30s.
What can I say? I'm a true medical marvel.
Tumblr
You're not with
account?
Docilio, are you?
Who's Docilio?
Never mind. We've just had a lot of outside interference lately, and we need to be extra careful about who we speak to. So if you really are Clara, I'm gonna need some proof. Why don't we start with you telling me the address of our old apartment?
Got it.
42 Overlook Terrace.
Wow, it really is you! But how on earth did you get this number?
Okay, I'll go with it.
I used my psychic abilities.
Wait, you're actually telling me that you're psychically gifted?
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just what I have written under your name in my address book. I totally forgot our old address.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. To what do I owe this call?
I just wanted to catch up, see what you're up to. Gossip.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm actually at work right now, so I really can't sit around all day playing catch up. Once we launch, I'll be back in town, and I promise we'll meet up then, okay?
How soon will that be?
4 weeks, but I really can't say anything more. Nice to hear your voice, Clara.
Well, you didn't get any of the information we actually need, but that launch date does deserve an honorable mention. Why don't you take a break? I guess you've earned it.
So, what should I call you? Barney? Mr. Turner?
Folks around here call me Turn.
Does that mean they're going to start calling me Kova?
Hopefully not.
No.
All right. Good talk.
Anything
I can do to help out?
We're on standby till Penderbrook gives us our next assignment. You can go introduce yourself to the rest of the team if you want. I don't care.
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Suit yourself.
Let's go have a look. Wow, that animation. I really feel sorry for her.
Yeah, they probably using that technology when they just basically paper cut out those limbs and move them about.
Well, yeah, this doesn't surprise me. She probably could have got her shoulders a little narrower, though. What the hell is that thing? I have no idea, and I have no way to find out.
Hi, I'm Yumi Kovacs.
Well, you must be the latest Oi boy.
Oi boy? Yeah, I don't get it.
Outside intelligence? Oi.
Ah, okay.
Listen, kid, if you want to stand out and be seen as spectacular, it's best that you take to our office vernacular.
Okay.
Let me introduce myself. Hab Applecott's the name. Equipping agents is my claim to fame. You need gadgetry, you come to me. Forgery too, I'll make you an honorary degree.
Oh, hello, Mr. Yoda. Nice to know.
What's with all the rhyming?
Most of my work is pretty mundane. Speaking like this keeps me from going insane.
Okay, fair enough.
What's the deal with Turn? He seems a little off.
He was once a federal field agent, considered one of the best, but was fired for sending his partner on a self-serving quest. She took most of the flack, was temporarily jailed, and ever since after only one day.
Oh. I have a break. I can work hours. I don't think charming him with her good work with her good looks is even gonna function. I was kind of wondering that myself there, Jiva. That's okay though. Feces occurs. And I think we're actually on the low end. All right, looks like we had a lag spike here a minute ago. All right, so we're all set. I got a brain.
I'm smart, practically a genius.
Intelligence is something that one has to prove. All right, go ahead and make your first chess move.
QB8 to QB7.
There's a pawn in that spot, you crazy cretin. One move in and you're already beaten.
The peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. It's a legume.
Intelligence and knowledge aren't one and the same. Just spitting out trivia is both boring and lame.
What can I say to impress you today?
There's a step in the right direction. Keep bringing the rhymes and you might pass inspection.
Feel free to inspect my poetic license, after which we'll begin our mutual connivance.
Your words are wrong. The rhymes are slant. You should be hit in the face with an antique lamp.
Oh.
Mark, now you've got me doing
it. Oh yes, just a moment. We probably looks like I keep forgetting. Every time it cuts me out, I have to do the thing. Sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulty. All right.
I'll stand here for weeks on end, if that's what it takes to call you friend.
You've impressed me thus far, but how long can that last?
As long as it takes, I'll always outlast.
Rhyming a word with itself is a very weak move. If you want to impress me, you better improve. Let's try again. You've impressed me thus far, but how long can that last?
I'm a visitor from the future, not one from the past.
The context
Her
of it
plaid
doesn't
shirt
make any
is
sense.
so...
You're starting to come off a little bit dense. Let's try again.
I need
You've
in the
impressed me
beginning
thus
of
far,
her series.
but how long can that last?
I'm sorry. Run that by me again.
Her plaid shirt is so Anita-like in the
When you
beginning
find
of
out
her
the answer,
series.
you'll be somewhat aghast.
Yeah.
When it comes to Western poetry, you're clearly a beast. Now, how about a form that began in the East? The syllable count of 575 is a perfect way to keep the brain cells alive. Now, with a haiku, I'll be impressed through and through, and maybe help you.
I'll do what I can, but
Why
I
you're
can't
being
promise
nice?
success. Please, just be nice to me.
Oh, that's one too many.
Count the syllables. It's simple. 5,
7, 5. I was not paying.
Almost made it.
It's gonna be this one here.
We know what you need. So don't worry your dumb head, the early birds say.
Your poetic prowess has left me feeling quite odd. As a man of my word, I'll assist with your fraud. This fake ID should serve you just fine. But if anyone asks, the hands that made them were not mine.
Will this give me access to the photocopier?
Without an official tracker, there's little that card can do. If you want real privileges, you might try a switcheroo.
Who's gonna be dumb enough to fall for that?
Check another floor if you can't find someone nearby. As long as you stay persistent, you're sure to find your guy.
Thanks, Tab.
Useless key card, okay.
Why is she marching instead of walking?
I don't know.
Women don't walk this way.
It's actually probably just most likely it's going to be a problem involving the way she's
Animation.
constructed.
She's basically a paper cutout.
She's a set of paper cutouts, just like they all are. It's like this guy here is way more effeminate than she is.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new site in an old place. Name's Horace. Horace Hayes.
Hi, I'm Numi.
Numi. Another name I'm gonna have to learn to forget.
I think
Wow.
she's just wearing baggy shirts.
Let me guess.
Guy's already a
New
dick.
kid, fresh out of the academy, ready to travel the world and set it on fire. The problem is, Penderbrook's only got room for one field agent, and you're looking at it.
I have a lot to offer.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But once you realize all you're going to be doing is answering phones and ordering lunches, you'll go somewhere else, just like the rest. Why don't I save you some time? Rebello's agency just opened an outfit across town and are looking to poach as many of our agents as they can. Why don't you give her a call? Head off to greener pastures.
Must have a minimum of 2 years experience in telephone or field-based recon, no exceptions. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is it a psychic?
No, it's another spy agency.
Another spy agency?
This flyer says I need 2 years experience.
You don't have that? Heck, maybe you should be answering Turn's calls.
How come you're not applying for this job?
I know certain things about the people here at Penderbrook, which have afforded me a somewhat privileged situation.
What do you know?
You heard about how Turn's partner, the government, wound up getting arrested? Well, let's just say that Turn's version is a bit of a bald-faced one.
What are you doing up here?
Avoiding turn.
Waiting to deploy on a new mission. Supposed to bring back a scientist that got kidnapped or something.
Oh?
Got to hand it to you. That was some pretty decent intel, you guys. You really ought to think of going somewhere else.
I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't know much about Action Studios.
They made a Flash game soon.
Well, that would explain
Actually,
a lot.
Flash game.
Can I borrow your ID card? I need to make some photocopies.
You're not planning to pass up that job flyer I gave you, are you?
Would that be a problem?
Not for you. Heck, with that free dental, the whole office would clear out in a rat jiffy. After me, you'd be next in line for field.
Exactly. So will you help me?
Love to, man. I don't know you from Steve.
I think the expression is, I don't know you from Adam.
It wouldn't matter
No,
either
I
way.
know it, Adam. And I can definitely tell you two apart.
Pardon me?
Don't take it too personal. I would let him use my card either.
How about some
If
training?
you're such a big shot, how about you show me the ropes?
I don't need to prove myself to you.
Or maybe you don't have anything to offer.
Ha!
Okay, here's one. A good spy knows how to get things out of reach, but a great spy knows how to keep things out of reach. Take a look at this jacket. Seems pretty normal, right?
I guess.
Well, I had every pocket made up of 2 sleeves. That way no one can pickpocket me without raising weapons. I call it the double decker. Might even get a patent for it after I retire.
I bet I could pick your pocket without you noticing.
All right, hotshot. Give it a go.
Requiring a very light touch here.
Aw, couldn't even reach it. Maybe some other time.
Nice try, Missy. I may not have felt you lifting that car, but my pocket is definitely feeling a little lighter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hand it over, or I'll go straight to Thornton and tell him you're up to something.
Fine. Here you go.
Another good lesson for you. If you're gonna steal something, make sure you replace it with something else.
Can I try picking your pocket again?
Have at it.
Oh! Picky, 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 picky. Picky, picky, picky. Little bitty can't come, little bitty can't. Oh, nope, can't do that.
Oops.
Let's see here and. This was not nearly as clear as the this pickpocketing job is not nearly as clean as the last one. Now I've got his card.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
Nothing. I just realized that there's no way I'm ever going to be able to steal this thing without you noticing.
That's what I've been saying. This double-decker is gonna make me a fortune.
Hey, Silver!
Wait a sec.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just thought my pocket felt different for a sec, but my card's still in there. I can feel it in the bottom.
Oh, Horace, you are a loon. Alright, +1 loony. Now, the bullpen. Who the hell are you?
Roaming the halls already, are we?
Turn said I could have a break.
Don't act like you earned it. We all know it was luck.
It wasn't luck.
All you did was go with your gut. You barely referenced the dossier we spent days preparing.
I didn't need it.
I can't wait to see where you'll wind up with that attitude. Now, what is it you want?
Who are you?
All right.
Thornton Penderbrook, Office Manager, Division of Outside Intelligence, Heir Apparent to Penderbrook Motors, International Traveler, Raconteur, and Bon Vivant.
Oh,
Bon
well,
vivant.
my name's Numi. I'd like to do a field mission.
A field mission? Oh, that's rich. Most of our work is handled over the phone these days. We only have one agent in the field. There's no need for any more.
Is there any situation where I could work in the field?
For that to happen, every single agent in this office would have to become indisposed.
So it is possible then.
If that kind of wild optimism is what you need to continue your interminable existence, far be it from me to tell you otherwise.
Can I have the code for the outbound research division?
The bullpen for the telephone division falls under Mr. Turner's domain, and he prefers to keep that to himself. My only dealings with him is through the company mail system.
Ooh.
Turn doesn't trust you.
It's my understanding that Mr. Turner lost his
Japanese feudal Star Wars poster.
information about him being leaked. Ever since then, he's been very particular about office protocol.
And yes, that would be
I should get
that would be a Japanese grade.
Before you do, let me ask you a question. Have you ever taken the time to stroll the docile woods?
Nope.
Well, that wasn't the answer I was looking for, but I suppose I should have assumed based on your attire. Off you go.
That's out of order. It's a.
Out of order. Guess I'll have to hold it.
Oh, if we can get that fixed, that would be brilliant. All right, we can't go into the bullpen without a.
Looks like I'll need a key card to get this thing to work.
I got a key card.
Thank you, Horace Hayes. Not a bad idea, but I really should try calling this number first.
All right. Okay.
Hi, I'd like to apply for a job, please.
1 moment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Boozak. Yeah, we do actually have a filthy Discord or something.
This is Cynthia Bellows. To whom am I speaking?
Numi Kovacs. I'm looking for a job, preferably in the field.
Kovacs. Kovacs. I don't seem to have anything in my Rolodex on you.
That's because I'm a good spy. I know how to cover my tracks.
Challenge accepted. Please hold. Kovacs. 1957 to Sydney and Lucretia Kovacs. No professional experience, but graduated top of her class at the Le Carre Institute for Exceptional Spies. Excellent at hand-to-hand combat and field-based reconnaissance, but passed over for government service due to a total disregard for menial tasks. Things haven't changed much, it seems. If you were a man, they would have just called you ambitious.
Oh.
Surprised they hired someone like you in the first place. Turn's basically running a call center over there, isn't he?
You know Turn?
Know him? We used to be partners.
Oh.
Professionally or romantically?
Perhaps you do have the makings of a bloodhound. But no, our relationship was strictly professional. At least on my end.
What do you mean by that?
Just be careful how you deal with Turn. He can be a bald-faced liar when his back's against the wall.
Ah, confirmation of another thing.
No.
Tell me why you want to work for me.
I want to learn from the best.
Aren't you the smooth talker?
Absolutely.
The work we do here is very dangerous, and it's very fair to bring in a total newbie.
Newmie.
What?
My name. It's pronounced Newmie.
No. I don't envy you. Messing around with people's lives on behalf of a big corporation isn't exactly taking the high road.
In which case.
If you want to build a name for yourself, you've got to make the most of the path you're already on.
And what path is that?
I think you know. One last thing. Do you happen to know anything about the Docilio group?
I think I've heard it mentioned before.
They wouldn't like hearing that.
Who are they?
Let's just say that if you think that office is holding you back, you'll be floored when you see what they're up to.
What are they up to?
If you're half the spy you say you are, you'll find out soon enough. Take care, newbie. I'll be in touch when the time is right.
Dismissed.
All right. Let's start with indisposing some. Let's start with indisposing some.
This flyer should do the trick. Perfect.
What's in there? Why did that open? I don't know. We actually have the stack of flyers. Now let's see. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. All right. First thing we got to do is put the flyer up here.
Outside Intelligence is looking to start a competitive Jai Ally team to play against the Bellows.
No, I'm going to poison the well.
What the heck is Jai Ally?
Poison the well.
It's pronounced highlight.
What the heck is Highlight?
If you don't even know what it is, you're not welcome on the team.
I don't want to know what it is. Apparently that's not where I need to use that. Fine. And Thornton is annoying the shit out of me. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. All right. All right, you're not being very helpful either today.
Well, hit the floor. She's back for more.
Do you mind if I take this bottle?
Ah, yes. This here's the least practical disappearing ink you'll ever meet. It shows up at room temperature and disappears in the heat.
That sounds very useless.
Oh, it is. Enjoy.
But I know what I do with it. I know exactly what I do with it. Somebody's coffee is getting ready to. Ooh, can I put this here? Maybe, I don't know. All right. Let's have a look at somebody's coffee because I guarantee it that's going to work. I can pretty much guarantee that's. Oh yeah, there we go.
That desk's a little tall, isn't it?
Oh.
It's meant for standing.
Why would anyone want to stand when they could sit?
You'll understand when you're older.
All right. I got to get him out of the. Why does he have a chair if it's meant for standing? Ah, what a penis. Okay. That guy's a dick. Okay. I think what we're going to do now, though, is put in a save. And we'll probably come back to this game some other time. It actually is looking pretty good as far as I'm concerned. What do you think, Kite?
I'm not much really excited about this game.
How about you, Drac? Any thoughts? Any thoughts on the game?
One of those point and clicky games. Not my type of story though.
Yeah, that does tend to happen occasionally.
Actually, they had a good idea at the concept of the story and didn't manage to deliver it.
I don't know. I don't actually find it to be terrible. It's probably not going to be. It does have an amusement factor. Opal is correct here. I'm not as the chopped paper graphics thing we have going on here isn't, and the animation base not what I call great. Certainly I've seen worse, but it's not doing it for me, you know. And yes, Opal, that's correct. It is fun to poke fun at. Right then. Anything? How about Steampunk Pinball there, gang?
I
No.
think that it's the usual pinball game with Steampunk applied to sell it.
You see, here's the thing. For me, that might have almost worked because I actually happen to like Steampunk, but that's a me thing, and not necessarily anybody else. And I pulled it out because I knew it wouldn't take more than a few minutes to just kind of show it off and be done. I was also not big on the port job for the Sphinx was actually not terrible, but it's not it's not something that I would play a lot, especially when you start dealing in frustration factors.
That Innerspace one, I found it lacking. It's still, I don't know. Is it? I don't remember. Is it still early access or something?
I'm actually fairly sure it is, believe it or not.
It's still very bare bones.
It may not be. I don't know if it's early access or not, but no, it's not early access. It's a complete setup, and really, it's very much the way it would have. It represents very much. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy?
You're looking at the Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy.
That's the one I was just talking about. Innerspace is different. And Innerspace, if I'm not mistaken, is in fact still in early access. There it is. Or no, it's a complete game. I know there was at least one. I know we had one early access earlier.
Yeah.
Story is the Path of Destinies. One of these was actually an early access game. I don't remember which one though. The sad part of it is I think it was actually the Steampunk game.
Okay.
The Super Steam Pinball is well, I'll give Super Steampunk Pinball 2D one thing. It is in fact cheap. As far as
I can't say about the $2 for something that is a port of a very old game.
Well, it's $15 actually. It's not 20. Yeah, that one there though. That one was actually $15. Believe it or not.
Hey,
Innerspace is.
Road Trash.
Hey, Skid Row. Yeah.
Did you watch the interview?
He did see. I think I know he at least spotted it because he said he put a comment on a little while ago. The Decilio mask for the low road. I will probably play more of the low road later. If only because it is a thing that would be interesting to have a look at. No, that's all the games we did. I could have sworn I saw one with as an early access game, but apparently not. All right. So appreciate your local squirrels. They do actually have a purpose in existence, and
yeah, they serve as food stock.
Hey, you be nice.
That'd be nice.
You play nice before I have to.
You tell that to the owls. He will play nice.
Well, the moles you could just drown them out. They're okay. Besides which, the squirrels eat all the extra nuts out of the trees so that we don't wind up over forested.
Hold on.
Oh, owls? No. Owls are predator things. We have to.
Hold on.
Well, what are we holding on to?
Something.
I don't think
you can't hold on to something.
Well, there's plenty of somethings around to be held on to.
I'm holding on to something. Hold on. You too.
What?
If I can hold on, you can hold on.
Yeah. All right.
Make games fun again.
Yes, we will do everything we can. We're going to do as much of that as humanly possible. And for the record, she used that link that is down there in the lower left-hand corner.
I needed to say this.
Alrighty then. So, I think that's going to be it for us. We're a hair over time, but that's okay. Alrighty then. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the stream. Do feel free to come back at later times to come watch and show and see squirrels climb the walls trying to figure out what exactly the solution to the next puzzle is. For those of you who are on Maker support, who are supporting the channel by means of Maker support, there is a list of games that I want a vote on. If you want a vote as to what's going to be on the Maker support stream, do please go in there and make that. If you are not yet part of the Maker support setup, feel free. There's a link in the description. You'll be invited to be present while that stream is going on. As it is, I have three people that watch. Or I have three people that are going to get direct invites, and everybody else is going to have to watch it later. So that's something to be looked forward to. We got a couple games. I've got a few games up for that. Wanted to try You Don't Know Jack from the original Jackbox Party Pack. Rise of the Tomb Raider with all of its DLC. So on and so on and so forth. So, and Kerbal Space Program. We can't forget Kerbal Space Program because exploding Kerbals is fun, at least for some people. A little frustrating.
Yeah, we need to go fund me for Jebediah.
Yeah, I know.
I think setting up a space station would be more prudent rather than just seeing how far you can far up. Yeah. how
to
far
be
up you can
perfect,
send the rocket before it falls down.
well, right now, what I was really working on the last time was the aerodynamics to try and get the damn thing to try and get that set up into orbit. It wasn't work. It didn't work very well, for obvious reasons. Yeah, we kicked that one clear out into clear out into solar orbit. That was not a good idea. All right, so I just have to figure. I just have to figure. I have to figure out all the math for the orbital mechanics. Blah blah blah. Anyway, so that's it for us today. If there are any final comments from any person, including the folks in the chat, I don't know what Space Cadet is, but I'll look and see if I can't figure it out. It shouldn't be that hard. Let's see.
The banging keyboard of doom.
Yeah, I don't actually see a game called Space Cadet in the on the Steams, so I'm gonna have to go look it up, which will be fun. All right, so between now and the next time we see you, be safe, be sane,
and let's make games fun again. See ya.
Seizure. Yeah, actually, it should be available for you, Skid Row Trash, here probably in about an hour, however long it takes it to. It might actually be available immediately, but usually they process it and play games with it, and I think the DVR is actually on. You can go back up to 4 hours, but we only have about 2 hours and 15 minutes right now, so you should be good to go. All right, so we will talk to you guys later.